Hello, my beautiful rock stars. It's your girl Rocqi, your revolutionary hippie from Life is Rocqi. Welcome to my YouTube channel and another episode on my polyamorous journey. So make sure you check out my playlist, tons of content, and as you can see, I'm back with the long form, baby. Okay, this mama took a break and now she's back at it. All right. So that being said, I wanted to give you some tips that I've learned along the journey. And that's what to do before your partner goes on a date, during when your partner is on a date, and after your partner comes home. Now, obviously, I'm taking the stance of I live with my partner. I have a nesting partner. If it's after the date and you and your partner don't live together, I don't know if that's different. Just going to be honest with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what tips you may use or something to consider if you don't live with your partner and after they go on a date. If you know they're going on a date, let me know. But alrighty. And mind you, it's been 6 years in this game, but my husband and I have never been monogamous to each other, but it's just, as far as embracing polyamory, it's been 6 years. So that being said, all right. Oh, also shout out to Marjanie Lane. Definitely helped me along this journey, specifically with posts dedicated to the before, during, and after. Shit was hard going through it, okay? And then also there was another YouTuber couple that had content dedicated to this topic, but I don't know if they broke up, but they deleted all of their content. So here I am trying to fill the hole, helping you all out with things that I've learned, but definitely shout out to the people who came before me and who are still present, Marjanie Lane, with the education and information to help people with the challenges of polyamory. Because that being said, just because I am polyamorous by me, myself, and I does not mean I don't have issues with my feelings when my partner is also polyamorous, okay? Because one, I don't experience compersion like that. Compersion is joy for your partner's relational joy. So watching them get ready for a date, them gushing about this new crush, all of that stuff, miss me with that. I don't experience joy. Now, I don't really experience jealousy like that, more so envy. But I'm more just in a neutral, like, I don't need to hear this, just go do you. But I accept you as a polyamorous person. So that's where I'm at. But because of that, I practice parallel polyamory. So all that being said, it definitely has changed throughout the years because I started wanting kitchen table with my metamors and now I'm to parallel. So my husband definitely had to get adjusted to my changes. But anyways, here's what I do now. So before your partner goes on a date, first, a heads up would be love. I appreciate a week in advance. Need some mental time to wrap my head around planning, okay? Sometimes you don't have that much notice, but again, you want to plan. So before your partner goes on a date, plan what you're going to do with that time, okay? So for me, that's when I'm going to do all the things that I would do by myself. So it's a me day. Hey, thank you. Let me date myself. Or things that either I can't do with my partner or he doesn't want to do with, like, he doesn't want to share in that experience. So like binging Bridgerton is part of my planning process that has been a part of that, and stuff like that. So a show he doesn't want to watch with me, or just something he doesn't want to do, or something I want to do for myself. That's usually where the plan is, as far as dating myself. So I've gone shopping, I've gone to the movies to see something I wanted to see that he didn't. I've also painted. I love painting with an empty house. There's no other sounds. It's just stillness, sunlight streaming in. I get to paint in quietness. Oh, I love it. It's been a while, y'all. But yeah. So plan what you're gonna do. Date yourself. What you're gonna do with your me day. That's how you can consider it. If your partner's going on a date, you get a me day. What you gonna do for your me day? Okay. However, you should also plan for the emotions. Okay. It's better to be prepared than caught off guard. So, when I have anxious energy, I'm not even saying like the mental and emotional work. Hopefully I could remember this and come back. But, with my anxious energy, I can clean. Cleaning is so just releasing of that anxious energy. I can also dance or exercise. So let me, any case, I'm still benefiting myself and my household by channeling this energy. Taking a shower is really helpful for me, because I want to be in my best, feel like my best self when he comes home. Because if he's been with another woman, it's just, it can take a toll on how you view yourself. So I know me showering and just making sure I feel good in my own body is helpful. So I'm not comparing. If I feel great about myself, then it's just less of an issue, even though I don't hear about the dates. If you hear about the dates, you may need more of this investing in your self-confidence kind of thing. But so yeah, so that's what I plan with my anxious energy. And then afterwards, I still take time to myself. And I'll talk more about that when I get to the after part. So before you're planning, what are you going to do during the time when your partner is on a date? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you going to have your me day? Okay. During can be a lot of different emotions. So usually I'm okay until it hits a certain time. For some reason, he can be gone throughout the day. But soon as it hits late at night, usually 11 o'clock, like on the dot, my body and mind just like betray me. And like I'm thinking all worst case scenario, and I'm spiraling because I don't meet my metas. So I'm all of these things. What ifs, what's happening? It's just my mind is racing in a negative way, and I can't really stop it. It's just going. But before then, I had my me day. I went shopping, I painted, yeah, I did all the things. So once my mind starts racing, then I start exercising, or dancing. But I also had to learn how to regulate my emotions. Painting is one of the ways, because I do abstract acrylic painting. That is one of the ways I emotionally express. It's just a sensory experience for me. And sometimes I paint like colors representative of how I'm feeling, or symbols and things like that. But I also have smooth rocks I like to palm in my hands. That helps me channel some of that energy. I have incense. I have essential oil diffuser, candles. So I also cater to my senses. So smell. I have music. I have a non-monogamy playlist. Now, some of it is ethical, to my knowledge, and then some of it is unethical, like Papa was a Rolling Stone, okay? but and I also have like cheating songs, like Don't Mess With My Man, and I Don't Wanna Know, like those songs. So just depending on where my mood is, sometimes I just need to lean into those feelings and the toxic monogamy songs that exist, because obviously infidelity is just running rampant for people to be making these songs. But yeah, sometimes I just lean into those feelings by listening to those music. But I usually have like there's a vibe to it. Like it starts off one way, transitions, then it ends, like, yeah. So I can go through my different variations of feelings with the playlist, but it's very helpful for me. Let's see what else. Distraction is also a good one. That's usually where I'm binging shows. I tried to read, but my mind is going too much for me to stay with the book. And then let's see what else. Let's see. I journal. I got whole journals dedicated to like a month experience of him dating type of thing. Like I journal. I understand my thoughts. I understand my feelings. I understand my body responses, because sometimes I don't always understand my emotions, and sometimes it's just like this is happening in my body. Like for example, I can't sleep, so I'll go to sleep, but I'll wake up, can't get back to sleep, especially if he spends overnight. So at this point, I've just accepted that I can't change. Like I can't force myself to sleep. Like just that is what it is. So I just like, all right, the next day I a rest day. I need to be able to rest because I didn't get rest the night before. So it's just something that I know I've communicated to him. So like if I have a big event, a date the night before is not ideal, So just, being considerate in that way, or being considered in that way, but also understanding like I'm not trying to impose on him as well. It's just like, this is a fact. I've tried to manage and my body is just doing its own thing. So there's that. So I have my rituals, smell, sound, sight, maybe some polyamorous content. So whether that's YouTube videos or Instagram or a movie, that could be helpful. I have read polyamorous books while I'm in that. I also have a book of affirmations that my husband has written over the years. So sometimes I'll go down that. I'll watch our wedding video. So I'm trying to pour into either making sure that I stay away from the monogamous programming and invest in like the cultural philosophies of polyamory. So love is abundant, not scarce. Like I am enough, and my husband chooses me, my husband loves me, and stuff like that. So some of that stuff. Smell, sight, sound, taste. If you want to eat some chocolate or some ice cream, What's the last one? Touch. Oh, so I talked about the rocks. I also have stuffed animals, and fuzzy socks and fuzzy blankets. So just feeling cuddled and cuddly definitely is a part of that. So basically you're just nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, and you're pouring into yourself, and you're allowing your emotions to flow. You're allowing yourself to understand those emotions. Yeah. And then after he comes home, I used to rush to reconnection because I was feeling insecure in our connection. However, now I still need space and time away from him. If he does have sex, he does shower. But we have run into the issue where if he's just cuddled and not have sex, he still has the scent of the other woman that I don't want to smell, but he doesn't want to shower because then he feels dirty. So we've just taken to I'm gonna just take space from you if you don't want to shower, just after cuddling, which everybody's valid in that. We just take space. So I don't rush reconnection anymore. I continue my me day. But after that, obviously it's not as much hands-on. Then I can actually relax a little bit more and physically. But I've come to understand that I enjoy this process. Like I find it very rewarding because I don't often slow down that much and just pay attention to my emotions and to my body. So I really feel refreshed and cleansed after this experience. But as far as the after, I'm very slow to reconnect. So I take more time to have my me time. But once we are in the reconnection process, I still don't rush it. So I am slow to touching him. I'm slow in that. So we'll spend time together where we're not really touching. And then once we're like kind of laughing together again, then I'll start on the touch. But it's a while before like we have sex. And not a while. So if he goes out, say he went out last night, I would take my me day. I would have the full day. And then the day after would be the part of the slow reconnection process. So the morning we're together, but we're not touching. Midday, just, slight touching here and there. And then by the end of the day, we could have sex, so it's not forever, but it does take time for me. You have to figure out what your own process is. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you do before your partner goes on a date? What do you do during when your partner is on a date? And what do you do after? What is your reconnection process like? Now, as far as the after, some people want to hear about the date. I would say respect the other person who's not in the room and their privacy. Okay. Especially about sex. So understand that. I found the most compersion I feel is when it's about my husband individually. So his growth as a polyamorous man, what he's learning about himself within these experiences with other women. I found I can feel more joy in hearing that than hearing about specific dates. So yeah. But yeah, and then anything else with the reconnection? It's okay to ask for reassurance, to feel loved, to feel chosen. It's okay to ask for that. But also, yeah, your partner can have boundaries and what they're willing to share. The bare minimum is that they went out with someone, open, transparent, honest communication. You need to know that. And that, oh, I think the timer's going off. Gotta wrap this up because I'm cooking dinner. But yeah, they have a right to their boundaries, right? You just need to know that they did go out with someone, and then all sexual health boundaries are being respected. Outside of that, it's really up to your partner and your meta, because privacy is valid. But you also are okay to ask for reassurance if you need it. But that's about you and your relationship with your partner, not that other person. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And hopefully you check out my shirt, Culture Not For Sale by Dope on Arrival NYC. I'm trying to be like all the back in the day shows where they had the black paraphernalia and they just wore it and it was like that. Culture Not For Sale. This was when cultural appropriation was in its height. But all right, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, take care of you. Light and love.